Okay, so what it's saying here is we have a G major shaped root triad here, and then we have a G minor diminished fifth, seventh, a G minor diminished fifth shaped seventh root triad. Here's the seven, the okay, here's the two minors. So that's why that cage has to go way to the left there. It's bigger than the normal G C D cage that ends at the leading tone to the root up there. It has to go one cage bigger. That's it. Just helps you look at what is the. I'm going to take the drawing tool down. What is the way that we phrase a half diminished? Okay, it maintains the same shape as the root, except minor and except diminishing the fifth of that minor. You know, so you take C and you just drop it down one. You just do a minor off of the seventh, and then drop the fifth of that seventh. That's all it's saying. But it took me all day to be able to figure out just how big these cages are. So if we look at the E cage here, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. Alright, and then the A cage is going to be pretty much the same thing, except instead of going 3, 5, 6, 2, we're going 6 root 2, 4. And the C cage is going to be a C-shaped G. So its second inversion for that C is going to be 2, 5, 7, or D, G, B. Right? So starting from that 7, it's up here. I probably got that wrong. Yeah, it was a C-shaped. I just did a G-shape, sorry. My nail caught that. So it's G-shaped, C-shaped. Alright, that's a C-shaped, let me know where we were. Oh yeah, C-shaped G. Now, the normal cage in that E, notice the E and the A are up here. They go to the right in that tripentonic pentatonic cage, and the G shape brings it down to the left. Notice there's no lone wolf 7 for that G anymore, because first of all, the G is the fifth. Alright, and it's not even going to have a leading tone. It's going to have a dominant, because it's a dominant quality. If you stick with all the white keys, Ionian, Dorian, Phrygian, Lydian, Mixolydian. I hate to say stick with all the white keys because it's no fun to play them, but to learn the modes you have to. And then of course you get into the different modes, and when you change keys, if you transpose, you're going to be hitting a lot of accidentals, like, you know, if you do it in A. I have a band-aid on. In any case, that was one of my favorite things to do, was just play the modes like that. Moving right along here, so we have the we were doing the E-shaped box, and to find that E, the half diminished in the E-shaped box, you simply do an E minor diminished off the 7th. So let's look at the regular E major shape is over here, 5 root 3. You play your E chord, you're going to be putting your fingers on B, E, and G sharp. Right? So in the key of C, it's, you know, G, C, E. E string down there. Actually, it's not an E string down there. It's an E flat string. It's actually a B flat string. But so here's your, I figure where you put your fingers on the chords is often what I use to determine the shape of the chord. Okay, but then I found out the entire tripentatonic box, or the pentatonic scale, has a shape. And the pentatonic scale, CAGED, is just the pentatonic scale going up in inversions. It usually starts on E, and then the E shape is the C. Starting on E is the C shape. Starting on G is the A shape. Starting on A is the G shape. Starting on C is the once again is the E shape, and starting on D is the D shape. The D shape. Be up here would be a good place for it, but which you got to go pentatonic, so. Yeah, don't just go anywhere. If you're starting a pentatonic, make sure you start on the right scale and go up pentatonic scale, and then you figure out which cage you're in anyway. It's easy because, let's face it, if I started that, I know I started from a D, all I have to do is find a D and play the D pentatonic scale there. That should have been easier. I'm just a little nervous today. D pentatonic scale from the 3rd string is going to take on a different shape, right? It's going to take on like a C shape. There's your C. That's your C shape with the top of that is 3L warping over. So moving right along, that's what the top one is, and I don't like to just explain the first 2 positions and then move on, So we get across here. I think we'll skip this one, but certainly there's your C minor right there. Here's your C shape. 5 root 3, 5 root 3. The C minor shape is more or less 4/7 because we had to diminish the 5th. The 5th of the 7th is the 4th. Do, it's like do, re. It's a diminished scale. Do, re. It's not do, re, mi, fa, so. Okay. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The F is the 5th of B, half diminished. Alright, so it's like instead of going 5 root, you're going 4/7, continuing on a minor, but it's a double minor because it's half diminished, right? So how do you explain that? Well, because what we're doing is a C shape. Remember, C goes major to minor. Okay, but the minor shape goes 7 to a minor, and then it wants to go up to that major again, but no, it's -5, so it goes to this 4 here. Minor, minor. That -5 means minor, minor. Alright, and then from there, 4 goes to 6 comfortably, and then up here to a